Hey guys, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, and Lucifer. Good boy, good. And this would be the first day that Lucifer's been out here without his litter mate. I left him yesterday all day with themselves, the two of them, give them some security. Good. And so now I'm just probing. I'm figuring out how the maturity levels in the dog and where his head's at, and try to get him into pattern routine. Never taking food out of my hand. Right? This is the first time. Yesterday all I did was feed them the 3 meals in the day and basically pig them out and let them get comfortable in their new location. And I gave him those balls that you saw me throwing around. So right now I've got a bunch of little objects and I'm just going to kind of toss it out there and see how he reacts. And I'm just getting to know the dog. I'm just bonding with him, right? And I've left the other one back. The other one's going to be going to a good friend of mine, a dog broker, that's going to play with him and figure out the genetics a little bit. He may keep him, he may flip him, who knows. But dog rich and cash poor, as usual in my life. Yeah. And I do get to work with some of the best dogs on the planet. I really do have some fun doing that. I mean, Buddha's been a big joy, and Eros that I just got done with, he's home now with his owner, and we're going through that and getting him used to the owner. We'll have a lesson this next weekend with him. Yeah. So we're just kind of getting this little puppy used to the fact that I've got food to give him. Remember, he's been in an environment with all his litter mates and just kind of maintaining. When you've got to take care of puppies like that, there's a lot of work to do. So he works a full-time job, comes home, scoops his backyard, and has to deal with all his little puppies. They don't get much of the click treat or any of the indoctrination and training. So this is their first experience in the big world, right? Good. You got stuff all over your ear. So I'm just going to kind of toss that out there. Toss that out there and let him have some textures, right? He's probably never had a ball, never had some of this stuff. I think he had a rope to play with at home. And I'm just getting to know the dog, all right? We'll just see where his head's at. At 8 weeks of age, he might not even be able to jump on this table. Let's find out. Let's find out, huh? Yeah, good boy. That's good enough for now. Baby steps. And we'll get there. He's only 8 weeks old. Yeah. He's a little baby. So this is going to be a lot. You'll see the development as far as where Eros was at. Eros was about 12 weeks. And this guy's 8 weeks. And so they really change an awful lot from that 8 to 12 to 16. You see increments, right? And right now, Eros went home at about 16 weeks of age. So he's at that next stage, right? And now you go to 16 to 24 months. I mean, there's a lot of change, 24 weeks. You know, you've got a lot of change in these dogs in that development period. And you see a lot of changes in their drives and all kinds of things, especially if you're working them and you're implementing some of this, right? You're inputting it. You're actually adding that to the computer, right? And at this point, all we have is a lot of genetics and a lot of drivey type of behavior based on who the dog is breed-wise, right? So we're going to find out more as we go along. Let's see how he responds to a clicker. He doesn't have a clue, right? We're going to load the clicker and start giving him his first lesson, which is basically loading the clicker, right? It's going to be a big part of his life, this clicker. Notice I try not to move until afterwards. If you guys watch my videos, you see me doing things. Trainers will say that you're not supposed to move until after you click. You don't reach for this. It's supposed to be click, then you move, right? Because this movement will overshadow the click, all right? That's the general sense of things. But because I know what I'm doing, I've been doing it for so long, I cheat, I make mistakes, but then when I start concentrating, I can do it at any time I want to, just start installing that lesson to the dog where I start saying, don't move until I click and then move, click and then move. And I can do that with that duration marker and start doing that pause level that I've got and start drawing that out and getting that, accenting that later on down the line. I don't need to be so critical. It's not critical to a certain degree. You just need to be aware of it so that you understand that it will turn into the signal of the click if you don't watch it, right? It'll overshadow the sound, right? So if you're aware of things and you understand how things work, you can get around it, you can cheat. A lot of times I'll tell my customers, if you see me doing something, I may be doing something where I'm cheating. I may tell you to do something, but I want you to do that I've asked you to do because I've been doing this for so many years and I cheat and get around things. and they don't have the experience to be able to do that. So I want them to do as I say and not as I do. And I know that's hard sometimes for people, but it's reality. I've got a lot of ability as far as understanding the dog psychology and seeing so many puppies over my life that I've developed, that I understand the psyche of the dog. And that's what I'm looking for right now, is I'm just kind of looking to see, good boy, good, yay, good boy. He has no idea of voice tone that I give, all these mannerisms, all the patterns and things that he's going to pick up on. He doesn't have any of it right now, right? So I am going to be installing it just like you're installing that code to the computer, right? Really not much difference in that. And then we're waiting for the brain to wake up. Good. Okay, so that's his first lesson. I'll keep it right there. So I found something I can use, which is up on the table and then flooding with the clicker, right? So that's his first installment of a basic lesson, right? And then I pulled out all the little toys. So, and all this kind of comes at the seat of my pants. There's nothing specific. It's just I feel it. I have a gut, and I say, okay, what am I going to do today to accent this dog and start loading the computer in this dog's brain and get him to understand what's going on? And we're affected by, and we're cognizant and aware of genetics, the breed type. Every dog is different. Try working with a beagle. It's going to be a totally different dog, right? And then every dog's experience and how he deals with this is going to be different. So it's always in a constant state of flux. It never is. That's why we always tell people, you know, in dog training, how can so many different dog trainers do things the same way and come out with a dog that's well trained? It's because all it is consistency and pattern consistency in what you do to the dog. That's what makes a man's best friend. It's an amazing thing. So, good. Good. Good boy. That's my boy. Good. I'm going to do a lot of chattering. I want him to hear my voice. He's got to get used to all this, right? All we're doing is we're saying, yes, that's the right answer. I ask you to get up on the table, a little body motion and motion. That's what I want. Might get a little bit of luring, and then I'll break and I'll go into play. I won't keep this up, right? I'll keep it up just enough to convey the thought of what I've picked to work on, and then I'll break and I'll start getting into toys and get that as part of my second. Remember the powers of 2s and 3s. I'm trying to build into 2 or 3 things that I can work on and start building. And right now it's just this click. This is his first day. He's never heard it. Then he's seeing me move to him, right? They pick up on all of this. He doesn't know the picture of this hand yet. The hand that comes down and goes to get him to lure, he doesn't have a clue yet, but he will, okay? And he will fast. Good. It won't take long, and that's kind of what I'm trying to show him. I'm trying to just get him to see this hand as an offering, that this is going to be his first thing that he's going to understand, that when this hand comes down and I make this motion, there's a reward there, right? And he's starting to look at this. He's already, and I picked the time where I'm usually going to feed in the morning my puppies, right? But I didn't feed right away. I came out to play with him, all right? And I'll do this real quick, and now I'm going to break. Good boy, good. That's my boy. What are you doing, buddy? Huh? Good boy, good. Yeah, you go. Good boy. Good boy, what is that, huh? What is that? Yay, good boy. Good boy, good. He has no clue who I am. There's no bond there yet, so it's going to take time. Within about the 3rd morning, he'll be all over me. Yeah, because we'll have pattern that we'll build, and I'll come in and do this a couple times more today with his little toys and the same thing. A little bit of breaks into toy, a little bit of play, that ball moving. Good boy, good. We know he's got prey drive. You saw him out there yesterday going crazy after those hard balls that I put in the backyard. Good boy, good, yay. Good boy, good, yay. Good boy, look at you, look at you. Good boy, good. He says, I got it. I got it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Come on, baby. So this is Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, starting to work with Lucifer. Lucifer, where are you going? Took off for the ball. He's got a big old, his mouth looks, the ball looks bigger than he does. He's just out being curious right now. He's checking out the world. Good boy, what do you got? What do you got? Yay, good boy. Good boy, good, yay. Good boy. Hi, Lucifer. Oh, we got some food that we dropped down there, did you? What do you got? You got probably little particles of this chicken that I got. And the nose is one of the most powerful things in a dog. Look at that dog go. This is the thing that makes it so interesting to me, to see a dog's instinct, his natural drives and instincts towards who he is as a critter. Now right there, I missed my opportunity. He jumped up, and if I would have had this clicker, I could right away say that's the right answer, right? And I don't mind this as a puppy. I'm not going to worry about him jumping on me. I'm not going to stifle him in any way, shape, or form. That was probably a piece of food. I don't like them when they go like that. All the worms, all the stuff comes from the ground, but we've got dirt out here. We really can't escape it. So he's already been wormed, and his shot at 8 weeks of age has been given, his last one and his last worming. So we'll have to worm him again in another month or so. There's a piece of food right there. And look at him go. Look at him go. Lucifer, you don't even know your name yet. You don't even know your name yet. Good. Lucifer. Good. Good. Yeah, I see you. Hi, Lucifer. Hi, baby. Hi. Yeah, I see you. First day. First day. Yeah, well, actually, second day. We had a day of acclimation yesterday. That was just getting used to your cage and letting you be out there with your brother and playing. Brother's going to be going away to that friend of mine, so he'll be, there he goes again with the ball. Got it in his mouth. You can see the drives. It's all natural. That's why I say these guys are so strong. I mean, he's asking me to test the dogs. Go out there and test them. You don't have to test these guys. They're all pretty much level the same thing. If you are a trainer and you're a working dog trainer and you can't bring out the drives in a dog like this and get him to be biting properly in the back of the mouth and doing all the things that he needs to do, you're not a very good trainer, okay? Reality and truth, it's all right there for you. You don't have much to work with at all if you know what you're doing, okay? That's the thing. It's a double-edged sword. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to be overwhelmed by something like this, and it's going to be too much dog for you. You're going to be outmatched. That's why you hear me talking about so much, about making sure that we match the dog up with a person that's actually a working dog person and actually get that dog in the right hands, because otherwise he's going to spin out. Meaning he's going to go reactive, he's going to do all kinds of little problems he's going to throw on you because his drives are so razor thin as far as his ability to go any which way. You can do the wrong thing and he will learn just as fast from that wrong thing than he will the good thing, right? But with somebody that knows what they're doing, good boy, what do you got? He's over here with this thing in his mouth. He's just having a good time with it in his mouth. I love it. Good boy, good, yay. Go get it. Yeah, you see this? You see? Oh, you want to do that again? Oh, good boy, good. And I'm letting him make the choices, right? He's coming up, and right away there's food. Right away he gets a click. Good boy, good. That's my boy Lucifer, good. And I'll just let him experience life. Never heard these sounds, all my stimulation sounds with the lips and all the little noises that I make, right? All right, that's about it. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, signing off. Have a good day, guys. All right. And if you're my friend ready to get that other puppy, get your ass up here and get him. He's ready to go with you because I need to concentrate on Lucifer.